everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, like, share, and subscribe. I want to talk about a story time recently where I want to talk about suicide, and I want to talk about recently what happened with me and this guy. Um, this guy, he was no good. He was into a lot of stuff like crime, but you know, when you into somebody, you kind of overlook those things, and I'm just gonna start from when I first met him. We was at a church. We was at my church. They was having a giveaway, and he approached me and started talking to me. Long story short, and he tied my shoes, so I thought, okay, he's being a gentleman. So I was like persistent with him getting my number, and he was like he wasn't into having a girlfriend, but I was persistent, and he got my number. We was talking. I can't remember how long we was talking, but we was talking a couple of weeks, and me and him, we was close. We had a bond or whatever. I called him Polar Bear. He called me Snuggle Bunny. And I ended up, long story short, in a mental hospital because of him, because he was, I guess you would say, making me emotional, saying things to make me emotional, and I really wanted to find love, because it's just something that I want. I still want to, find that right one, but I ended up, long story short, thinking about committing suicide, and I didn't tell my mom, and it just ended up coming out somehow that I was thinking about committing suicide. Someone told her that I need to go to the ER, and I went to the ER, and there I talked to him on the phone. I was there on the phone, and there was a white lady. They knew that I wanted to commit suicide, so the white lady was like, she should take my phone away. My mom should take my phone away and give me a flip phone. But I understood why, and I was 26. I'm 27 now. I turned 27 in December. So this was all in March. Well, maybe not March. It wasn't March. It was August, sometime in that time frame. And I was talking to my friend, telling her how I wanted to commit suicide in the ER. And this lady, she came through the curtains, and she was like, don't do it, please don't do it, it's not worth it. And she was crying, and she was very fragile when she was coming through to see me. She looked like she was about to fall, like she was very fragile. And so she was like, don't do it. And I said, okay. And she gave me a hug. And to this day, after I got out of the hospital, she had an IV in her too, so she was a patient there. To this day, we haven't heard from this lady because my mom, she was in the ER with me behind the curtain, and she had got her number. And when she got her number, she left out of there. And my mom said she didn't see her in there after she left out. She didn't see her in the ER. And she said that the lady had said that she had tried to commit suicide a year ago, and when she was 17, which I was thinking about it when I was 17 too. But and I ended up going to a mental hospital then too. So yeah. And so when I got to the mental hospital, I tried holding on to the paper that I got with his number on it for dear life. And when I called him at the hospital, he wasn't answering. But once I got out, he wasn't answering either. But he eventually answered. And we talked. And then we talked the morning after that night, because we talked that night. And we talked that morning, and he was like he wanted something to eat. And he was on the phone with my mom too. I had him on speakerphone. And my mom, she was like she was gonna do something for him. We was gonna get him some food. We was gonna get him some food and some for his birthday, and she was gonna get him a state ID. And so we went out because he lived in a shelter, a homeless shelter. We went out to the homeless shelter where we thought he would be, because we did let me take 4 steps back. I was like, my mom was like, well, let's just buy him something to eat. And I was like, no, Mom, let's cook him something to eat. And so we went out to the shelter, and we waited on him. He called me once. And 8 minutes later, I saw his call, and I called him, and he didn't answer, and I just didn't hear from him. It was probably morning or evening by the time. I didn't hear nothing from him that day, the whole day at night. And usually we talk every single day, like, so I didn't hear from him that whole day, and the next day I didn't hear from him. So, and I can't remember if it was the next day that I called, but I think it was the day after. where he didn't respond. to my call, that I called his aunt, and his aunt didn't pick up, and my sister called her. She answered and said that he had got arrested for robbery. And this was a day after me getting out the hospital, from wanting to commit suicide. So, and then I feel like the lady was there to tell me it's not worth it, at the end of the day, and I was there. I lived to see the proof of it wasn't worth it. But once I found that out, I was heartbroken. I had thought something had happened to him, and what else? I ended up finding out that there's possibility. After that, I ended up finding out there's a possibility that I could be a diabetic. But I think I reversed it, or I don't actually got diabetes. But because I lost like 50 pounds, 40 pounds. So yeah, I lost 50 pounds. So that's off the subject. But I feel like the situation where I was like, Ma, let's cook a meal, I feel like that's what stopped us from maybe being in the car with him while he did his dirty work, while he robbed the store. And yeah, that's my story time. Like, just know that it's not worth it at the end of the day. Things will get better for you. You just gotta wait till that time for things to get better, and know that God is with you, and you are gonna be okay with God. And I'm trying to think if I'm missing something else from the story time. My mom, she said she feel like he casted a spell on me, a love spell, I guess. I kind of felt like I was under a love spell, honestly. And then also, when I was in my room, when I was in my room, it was nighttime, and I was trying to go to bed. I felt like something was trying to attack me, something evil, like something like he was performing something or something. And I rebuked it. He told me the next day that when he was sleeping, he screamed out of his sleep and said it was like some paranormal activity or something. I don't know what that was, but yeah. And then he was using me like to buy him snacks and stuff in prison and stuff, and he was very disrespectful. His auntie husband was disrespectful. Ain't gonna get into that, but he was disrespectful. And yeah, I'm in a new relationship now. I'm in a new relationship, and we'll see if things work out with this relationship. And he say he don't want to be in the videos though. He don't want to be a part of it. So maybe he'll change his mind one day. But yeah, he's very he's caring, kind, and a gentleman. Yeah, that's what he is. But there's some things he needs to work on. He needs to work on being more understanding. I feel like he needs to work on that. And always asking me for stuff. And then he didn't even give me nothing for Christmas. He said he gotta wait till deer season is over with. And then he didn't give me nothing for my birthday. And he said he gonna do whatever when his paycheck come. Hopefully he for real. Hopefully he not trying to use me. But I don't know. I want him to work out. But I don't want to be used. I really want it to work out. So pray for me in our relationship. We had some rough roads. He's, but it's gotten better. It's gotten better over time. It's not as bad as it first started out. And yeah. That's about the end of my story time. If you guys liked it, like, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications bell. Bye.